So I understand that you're going to have a scouting report for LeBron for 4 games this year. Your reaction?
Well, I think it's been interesting, the whole process that he went through. And I think over the last few days, I was in Cleveland actually the last 3 days, and I think the sentiment at that point was, he was probably going to be moving on. So it's, I thought when it came down to it, I didn't know if he would do that, because I thought that the sentiment of being from Cleveland and being there might be too tough. But he's going into a situation where they got 2 great players with him, and one thing you do have to do, you have to play the game, so it'll be interesting.
Flip, you're from Cleveland, so you probably have a different perspective than just nationally. The drive, the fumble, red right knee, all of that, and now LeBron leaving. Where does that rank?
Well, I mean, I think there's no question. You're right up to Peter. You're talking about someone that has been there the whole time. Basically grew up there, never went away to college. Just luckily, Cleveland got the #1 pick in the draft and got him, and so he's been there really his whole life. So, and that maybe led something to him wanting to move on. I think sometimes first time he's really gone through the recruiting process, and sometimes you become a little bit enamored and you look at the bright lights, and maybe you're ready to move away, just like kids do in college. Kids end up a lot of times leaving their home areas to go to another school. So, like I said, it'll be interesting. There's no question that what this free agency has done for the whole league is it's really made it very public oriented. People are very much, all of fans and everyone has really gotten into it, so it's really brought a lot of excitement to the game, and even more so starting now.
Does it disappoint you more as a Cleveland native or a Washington Wizards coach who has to face him 4 times a year?
Well, we're gonna have to face him no matter what. I mean, it's what happens is that 2 teams that when you look at Toronto and you look at Cleveland, they lost players. Cleveland was the #1 team in the East. They're not going to be as good next year without them. So, the one thing was the teams that you thought, Miami has been a playoff team. They got stronger. They're still going to be a playoff team. So, I mean, I'm just having been from Cleveland and everything that we've gone through. You'd like to see your hometown, do well in that. So I'm disappointed from that standpoint.
Coach, how did your #1 pick look out there today?
I thought he played great. I thought he did a nice job. I think as we start playing, the thing that you really become aware of is that he's got a chance to be a very outstanding defensive player, and that he can really make plays as far as in the open floor, and can make something out of nothing, and he's extremely coachable.
You talked about his IQ before the draft, but when you get to see him actually playing live action, how is his IQ?
He's got great instincts. He understands. Like I said, there's things that you can't teach that he does, and but there's things that we can teach him that can make him, that we think can make him better. So, but he's, like I said, he's really coachable. He's got a burning desire to play and to compete, and when you have a point guard out there that is vocal as he is and is energetic, it becomes very contagious. I thought that Trevor Booker, other rookie, played really well today too. So it was nice to see those guys compete.
H and JaVale, how did you like just those guys just squaring up?
They did good. I mean, I thought H did good as far as a rookie. I thought Lester Hudson was really good today. So and we had some other guys. Morgan was good. So it's always tough the first day. Because there's the expectation of not knowing what to really expect. So tomorrow they'll be able to settle in a little bit more tomorrow morning and again tomorrow night.
How do you handle John going into Vegas? Does he play 2 games? How is his minutes? How are you guys going to deploy how you use him?
Right now he's scheduled to play every game we play. We'll play. And if they play 48, he might play 49. I don't know. I mean, we'll play him like a regular game. So I think that this is a development time for him to become familiar with what we're trying to do, and for him to really take hold of being a leader of this team.
Trevor's knack for just finding the ball, rebounding, physicality. Did you like?
I think he showed a little bit better, passing ability than maybe we thought he had. He's got very good instincts as far as passing the ball, but he also is a guy similar to John that really gets out and competes.
I noticed Nick's not on the summer league roster. Why is he not playing in Vegas?
Well, we're not sure. He might play. We don't know yet. Okay. We just put him on. We talked to him recently. He just decided he was going to come in and go through camp, and he might play a couple of games. So we'll wait and see.
Sounds good.